Good early morning. I am half asleep still. I thought I would start off the video by showing you a new shirt I designed. Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel, my homage to the great theme park. You know what I'm talking about. We're gonna go get some breakfast, run a few more errands today, and it is our second day in Oregon. Let's see if we can get some stuff accomplished and not go crazy doing it. The reason I say it that way is yesterday was definitely a long day. Got some stuff done for my dad, but the reality is didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted. But there's a huge difference between Arizona and Oregon in the mornings, and let me show you what I'm talking about. It's a foggy day in Oregon town. That's right, it is really foggy outside, so I'm gonna go start my day off right with a continental breakfast downstairs. Come with me. Since my dad's not gonna be ready to run any of his errands anytime soon, I decided to take a little me time this morning. I made about an hour trip up north to Vancouver, Washington. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know I'm a big comic book collector. And one of the best comic book shops in the entire country is here just over the border of Oregon inside of Washington called I Like Comics. Last time I was here, they were actually moving all their books to Emerald City Comic Con up in Seattle, so there wasn't a whole lot in the store. But my first visit ever, I ended up walking away with a Submariner #1 and a Luke Cage #1. I don't really plan on maybe shopping at all while I'm here, but I definitely wanted to come by and see what stuff they had now since I had some time to kill. Before I do that, I might try to find a restroom. Ooh. Comic shop wasn't quite open just yet, so I ran across the street to grab a cup of coffee and use the restroom. But now, it should be open. Let's drop off our coffee and hopefully it'll be cool enough to drink. This is piping hot. Ooh, like burning my hand hot. But let's go check out some comic books and drink our coffee afterwards. So as a courtesy to everybody inside, I tend not to record with regular cameras in places like this. If I do take any video, it'll most likely be with my phone. So expect some narration. But let's go check out the shop. Beginning to end, I couldn't get over the wide variety of comic books they had here. Everything from Captain America to the first Adam Warlock, the third appearance of Wolverine. I mean, heck, they had Mr. Freeze's first appearance from Batman. I couldn't get over the wide variety of books the store always has. Every time I follow them on Facebook, they're always getting something new and amazing in stock. I mean, the 6th Hulk, Submariner #1. You got all these Avengers books they have. It doesn't end. First Hawkeye, first Sentinels, first Vision, first Batgirl. Turtlemania #1 from 1986, Fantastic Four #1, Hulk #1, Amazing Spider-Man #1, and they also have Amazing Fantasy 15, 4.0, signed and witnessed by Stan Lee. Turtles #1, Batman 1, you get it. Did a little bit of damage at the shop, but nothing crazy. Like, Dana will still be my wife when I get home. I hope, I'm pretty sure. Remember to have a couple friends that live here in Vancouver, Washington. I just hit both of them up. Unfortunately, my fault for bad planning. They are both, one's out of town and one has family in town right now. So I don't get to see them on this trip, but you know, it's okay. It's what friends are for. We're gonna see each other soon, and I promise next time I'll let you guys know plenty in advance. All right, let's head back up to Salem area. That's a long drive. Hopefully my coffee's cooled down by now. Decided to stop on the way back to see my dad at the Nike outlet store here in Woodburn. Although it's not the headquarters of Nike, it is pretty close by. So when in Rome, stop by and check out the Nike. So last time I was here, all this was still kind of closed down for COVID. This has got to be one of the biggest outlet stores I've ever seen. So hopefully there's some cool stuff. As you can see, there's people lined up to go in. That is the line to check out. Yeah, that was a little too crazy for me. We're gonna go check out a couple of places. I'm just looking for something like a rain jacket for while I'm here. But yeah, the closest Nike factory store to the headquarters, and the line showed it. So as not to have a completely wasted trip, let's go see if we can find some food while we're here. I see something I haven't seen in a very long time. Can't believe they still have a ton of Wish stuff available. The Pride Month Spider Boss, that's cool. Well, that was fun and unexpected. Not a lot in there, it's just an outlet store, but I haven't seen a Disney store in any kind of capacity in like 4 or 5 years outside of Florida. This is definitely getting a little crowded even for me. And I haven't seen any food options so far other than Cinnabon and Subway. Which, to be fair, I don't think there's really food options. Another line is forming, I think it's for the sneaker store up here, which maybe there's a drop or they got something in that's limited edition. I'm just gonna walk by and pop my head by. Yeah, everyone's lined up. I saw someone there. It might be some sort of signing or appearance. I didn't see who it was. But yeah, definitely a reseller place. I saw a bunch of like Jordan 11s on the wall, some Jordan 4s, some Jordan 1s. Look, I used to be into sneakers. They had a ton of shoes I would have worn way back when. Now, I wear the comfy old man sneakers. That was actually pretty exhausting. And I gotta say, it's kind of funny. I walked into the Disney outlet and pretty much every cast member there said like, hello, are you looking for anything in particular? So I was wearing my Mickey Nike 3/4 zip and my Nike hat. So I definitely was in there as kind of a fanboy. Like I said, they had a bunch of Wish stuff, but everything else was just kind of definitely stuff left over from the parks from last season or last year. And that line that I showed you guys at that place called TG Sneaks, I'm still not 100% sure what it's for, but I know the crowd went crazy when a guy walked by. So I looked up their social media, and the last videos and pictures I saw posted basically said, like, come help us celebrate with Lil Baby. So I'm assuming maybe the rapper Lil Baby was there for something. The guy walked by me, whoever it is, and everybody cheered as he walked by me. I'm old. I really did not know who it was. So that's complete assumption. Oh well. Let's head back into Salem and Independence area and catch up with my dad. Nothing like the GPS taking you to a completely different store this time. I have no idea where I'm at. Yeah, GPS took me to a wild spot to that Harbor Freight, but luckily they actually had in stock what I needed. The one I went to originally, I had them check, it didn't have it, so maybe it was a good thing. It should have told me trying to get the, you should have saw me trying to get the back seats down. This Nissan Altima it's not user-friendly. I actually had to look up the YouTube, then I felt stupid when it showed me how to do it. It got to the point where I actually took it down, made it fall down using like the emergency release as opposed to the regular one. But hey, it's done. They're gonna get my dad, a 6-foot wood dowel that's supposed to help out with something. So now we're at a Home Depot. That was really frustrating. We're actually back in my hotel now. I had to skip over a lot of the stuff today because I was just really busy and I kept forgetting to take my camera out to record anything. And I'll be honest with y'all, I had a not so nice conversation with some people about my dad's situation today. I won't get into detail on that one, but let's just say it was exhausting. But I wanted to show you this. I absolutely love doing this. If you didn't know this was an option, you know now. That's our tech portion. So I do everything. I use a lot of Mac products. Did you know that you can use an iPad as a secondary monitor? So I actually love this because it makes editing and doing other things a lot easier, especially when we're on the road. And I usually have both with me anyway, so that's kind of cool. But I'm sure most of you are probably asking, hey, what did you get at I Like Comics today? Stop being nosy. No, I'm kidding. Of course I want to show you guys. I was thinking really hard about getting that Turtle Mania #1. As you know, I'm a big Turtles collector, and that's a book you don't see very often. They were asking, I think, which was a fair price for a graded copy, but that one was not a graded copy. And I know there should be a little red box in the front showing the publisher's name, but it wasn't in there, or the printer's name, I should say. I did a little more research after I got home. Turned out that was actually common. They had several printed varieties of it. But what did I pick up there? Well, let me show you. Well, first and foremost, I got a t-shirt. I tend to buy t-shirts at a lot of the comic shops I visit and frequent over the years. I got stuff from like Fantasy Comics in Tucson, Presidio Comics in Tucson. I pretty much get one of their shirts every time a new one comes out because I'm kind of like an unofficial staple there. There's a store up in Portland. I've got one from here. I got this one from I Like Comics today. It's a fun little shirt. They had a blue one I thought about getting, but it didn't have the actual logo on there. It just said some stuff. But what book did I get? That's a great question. Since I didn't get that Turtle Mania #1, I was looking at a couple other books. I was looking at the Submariner Iron Man #1, which I found out today a friend of mine is actually in that book. He wrote a letter way back when, and it got published in Submariner Iron Man #1. But the book, I decided to pass on that one because for what they were asking for the grade they were saying it was, I could definitely get that book a little bit cheaper elsewhere. But I don't know. I decided to pass on it today. But the one I did get is something I've been eyeballing for quite a while, and I decided I want to get it before the price starts going way up for it because of the craze. Because since Disney announced they are doing the Secret Wars for Avengers, I decided to finally pick up an Avengers #8, the first appearance of Spider-Man in a black suit. Well, controversial first appearance. There's lots of arguments which is actually his true first appearance. But I have this one now, and I also have 252. And I did want to talk about something that I, as a comic book collector, always overlook and forget to do. And it doesn't really matter a whole lot to me, but it does matter to people in the hobby. You see this little symbol here? This is a direct edition. A lot of people prefer and seek newsstand copies, which has the barcode there. And they tend to fetch a higher price. Well, since I'm not really a reseller or anything like that, I don't tend to care, and I always forget to look for it. So this is a direct copy of Secret Wars #8. But, I got it for $200. It's in really good shape. Their estimation is a 9.2. I actually think this one can go a little bit higher. I want to say 9.4, 9.6 possibly. But who knows? But I got to be honest, I'm always going to be transparent with y'all. Of the 3 books I bought over the years, one of them got the grade he said it was going to be. Cool, because I sent them in to get graded because they were pretty decent books. 2 of the other ones got considerably lower grades than what he said. But hey, I think grading is subjective, and as we've talked about in the past, it all depends on who you get grading your book that day, but also, it's more of a preservation. I don't necessarily care about the grades. I care about the quality of the protection, which I think CBCS at this point is better than CGC, but I think either one is a fantastic option. I think we're going to call it a day there because after I left you guys earlier, ran some more errands for my dad, got some things put together, got him some dinner, and I'm just kind of exhausted. It's like 8:30 at night now, and I just got back to the hotel like maybe 45 minutes ago. And I've been editing since I got home, or got back to the hotel, not home. And I got to talk to my kids on the phone today, and I got to say, this is really cute. If you look right here, my youngest son drew a picture of the family, and where my wife circled right here, that's actually my youngest son on my shoulders. He drew himself on my shoulders. He loves to sit up there when I get home. Made me want to go home, guys. Which I'm about ready. One more day left here in Oregon, and then we head back. Thanks for watching. Let's take another ride again soon. Oh yeah, and there was a Cybertruck in my parking lot here. And I sent it to my son, and he said the following.
That's so cool.
It was really cute. So I can't wait to get home to them. I'm ready to go to sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a longer day, and hopefully we're going to be eating at a really nice steakhouse in Salem, Oregon. I'm going to take my dad there for his birthday since I missed his 75th. Although he doesn't want it for his birthday. He just wants to go have dinner, which, like, it doesn't matter what it's for. We're going to have dinner. So tune in, and let's take another ride again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.